We begin with new revelations following the preliminary report into this summer's deadly plane crash near Maplewood Park in Rochester. Good evening, I'm Lowell Rose. 13 WIM's Carly Miner brings us new details about the tragedy. Carly?
Yeah, Lowell, today I spoke off camera with Robert Katz, who has more than 40 years of experience in aviation. He tells me some things in this report are concerning. A pilot based out of Texas reached out to 13 WAM News with some concerns following a recent preliminary report made by the National Transportation Safety Board. Robert Katz spoke with me today off camera. He has 43 years of experience in aviation.
I'm suspicious of, in this case, the fuel situation, thinking it wasn't an engine problem, but really a fuel starvation problem.
On August 1st, a Piper J5C plane with 2 people on board crashed into the city's Maplewood neighborhood. That crash killing the passenger who was the owner of the plane. The unidentified pilot survived with serious injuries. The report says the plane began surging during the returning flight from Weedsport. And after the 5th or 6th time, the plane lost all power and came crashing down. Katz says there are some things within the report that are concerning.
Both wing fuel tanks were breached. There was no fuel in either tank, but there was no fire either. If there was fuel in the tanks, closer to full than empty, both tanks ripped open and no fire, what's that tell you?
The owner of the plane was identified as 80-year-old Thomas Stewart.
Now, every pilot who flies an airplane in the United States must have 2 certificates. A pilot's certificate, which he has, that'll say airplane single engine land at a minimum, but he can't use this privilege without a valid medical certificate. But his medical certificate had expired 2 years subsequent to that date, which would be the end of September of 23. So he was in no position to fly that airplane. He was simply a passenger at this point.
Through research, Katz says the plane was made in 1940, making the aircraft 85 years old.
Every one of these is preventable. Either it's due to pilot error or it's due to a human making a decision to cheapen, defer, or neglect required maintenance on an airplane.
NTSB says there will be another report made which will include its final results in this investigation. Lowell?